Hey guys, welcome to this new coding video, and today we are going to discuss a problem of the day on Geek for Geeks, and this is 19 September problem of the day. The problem is basically minimum add to make parentheses valid. This is a medium level problem on GFG, and the problem states that we have given a string S consisting only of the characters a opening parenthesis and a closing parenthesis, and our task is to determine the minimum number of parentheses, either to be a opening one or a closing one, that must be inserted at any positions to make the string as a valid parenthesis string. Now what is this a valid parenthesis string? A valid parenthesis string is considered only if it satisfies these three conditions. For every opening parenthesis, the string S must have a corresponding closing parenthesis. For every closing parenthesis, the string must have a corresponding opening parenthesis, and the parentheses are properly nested. This is the most important conditions amongst these three conditions. Now let us look at this example number 1. We have S as a opening parenthesis, then another opening one, and then a closing one, and then opening parenthesis. Now the this pair inside these two parentheses is forming a valid pair because this opening parenthesis has a corresponding nearby closing parenthesis. So this pair gets discarded from this S, and the remaining two characters are basically required two closing parentheses to match these conditions. So the required answer for this example is basically 2. For example number 2, we have only the closing parentheses. The three closing parentheses must require three opening parentheses correspondingly so that it satisfies all these three conditions. So in that case our answer will become 3. For example number 3, we have S as this, and we can see that these two pairs are forming a valid parenthesis string. So these two pairs get discarded from our S, and only remaining character will be a closing parenthesis, and this closing parenthesis requires a opening parenthesis to match these three conditions. So our answer will become 1 in this case. Now what will be the brute force or the approach to solve this? What can we think to solve this? Whenever we see some parentheses like question in any kind of string question, we must have to think about stack first, because whenever we have to match parentheses or some kind of asterisk or pattern, we must require a stack. So let us first made a stack and then apply our approach on this string to check that whether it is correct or not. First we make a stack that contains element as the characters. Then we have this S. Now we can take the size of this S as by S dot length simply. Now, or in C++ we can do it by whether by S dot length or by S dot size, like this. Now we will start a loop from I equals to 0 till I is less than the length of this S. Our I is pointing to this character. Let us call this character as current. Now we all know that we have to pop out some elements at some part from our stack, and if we have to pop out some element at some part of in our stack, so we have to first check that whether the stack is empty or not. For popping out, we must check that whether the stack is empty or not, and with that we have to check for our condition when have to pop out from our stack. So for I equals to 0 till I is less than n I plus plus, the first condition will be if the stack is empty or not. So after checking this, we have to make our another condition to pop out the characters from our stack, and the other condition will be, let us suppose our current character is A. We named this as A, and whatever the character on the top of the stack, we renamed that as B. When will be this A and B form a valid pair? Could this be a valid pair? No. This is a valid pair. That is, A must have a closing parenthesis and B must have to be a opening parenthesis. Why was that? Because B is the previous character in our pair. The current character is this one, and when this is A and this is B, only then our condition gets satisfied and this pair gets eliminated. So we have to take care of this condition as well. So we will check that if our stack is empty or not. With that, we also have to check that our A and B forming a valid pair or not. If these two conditions gets true, we have to pop out from our stack, and if not, then we simply push inside our stack. Else we have to implement push into our stack. Now here at I equals to 0, the current char A is a opening parenthesis, and for this I we check that whether the stack is empty or not. We find out that the stack is empty. The first condition itself gets false, so this condition will not execute and the control will jump to the else part. Push the current char inside our stack. So this opening parenthesis gets pushed inside our stack. Our I gets incremented, so let us increment our I, and this will point to this character. Now again we have to check that whether this stack is empty or not. This time the stack is not empty, it has some elements, but whether this condition is true or not, that means this is A or the current char and this is B or the top of the stack, whether this A and B is forming a valid pair or not. That means A must have a closing parenthesis and B must have to be a opening parenthesis, and this time A is a opening one, so this condition gets false. And if this condition gets false, we simply push our current char inside our stack. Let us erase this. Now our I gets incremented, so that will point to the next character. This time this character, this is A now, and our B is this one now. This is B. Again we have to check that whether the stack is empty or not. No, the stack is not empty, so we have to match the pairing of A and B. This is A and this is B, and A this time is a closing parenthesis, the condition for A, and B this time is a opening parenthesis, the condition for B. This has to be B and this has to be A. Both the conditions gets true, so pop out a valid pair from our stack. This gets popped out and the top will again becomes this one, and this else part will not execute this time, so I gets incremented. This is a valid pair. We found out one valid pair, so I gets incremented and this will point to this. Again, this A is a closing parenthesis and the stack is not empty as well, and B is a opening parenthesis. So again we found out a valid corresponding pair of parentheses, so we have to pop out from our stack. The stack gets empty, this else part will not execute, I gets incremented and starts pointing to this character. We have stack as empty this time, so this condition will not checked and the control will move into the else part, and we have to push this current A inside our stack, that means this closing parenthesis. Let us erase the previous characters and previous pointers. The B this time will become this closing one. Now these pairs are rejected and the current is this. This will get pushed inside our stack and I again gets incremented, so I will points to this character. Now this will check that whether the stack is empty or not. The stack is not empty, it has some element. This condition gets checked that whether A, the current character, is a closing one and the top of the stack is a opening one or not, and we find out that our current character A is not a closing character or the closing parenthesis, it is a opening parenthesis. So this condition gets false. We jumped into the else part. We have to push our current character inside our stack, so we have simply pushed this into our stack and I gets incremented, so starts pointing to the next character. Again this is a opening parenthesis, the stack is not empty. B starts pointing to this, the top of the stack. The stack is not empty, and when we check the pairing of A and B, we found out that the pairing is wrong, so we have to push this as well into our stack. And when we are on this, we found out that A is this time a closing one and B this time is a opening one, so the stack is not empty, we can see that, and this conditions also gets true, so we have to pop out on this for this character. For this character we found out a match, so this is a valid pair and gets discarded from our string. So let us erase this pair. And also we have to pop out from our stack, so B will starts pointing to this character and I gets incremented, so I will start pointing to the last character, that means here. And for this we will check that whether the stack is empty or not. Here the stack is not empty and this current character is a closing one or not. Yes, this current character is a closing one, so we check that whether the stack top or the top of the stack or B is a opening one or not. Yes, it is a opening one, so we have to pop out from our stack pop out from our stack because this is a valid pair. So let us first erase them. This is a valid pair and I gets again incremented, but our traversal is basically completed. So after this our for loop will become over and the number of characters that are our required answer is present in our stack. So we can simply return the size of the stack as our answer. So this is basically our approach to solve this question. Now let us code and check that whether our approach is correct or not. We first have to find out the stack size, the string size. Then let us make a stack. Let us name that as stk. Then we can run a loop for I equals to 0 till I is less than n. We first check that whether the stack is empty or not. With that condition, we also have to check that whether this A and B forming a pair or not. This current char will be ch s of I. And the other char will be the top of our stack. And if both these condition gets true, we have to pop out from our stack, and if not, then we have to push into our stack. Now let us make a function named as isPair that takes two values A and B and return a bool as answer. What is this A? The A is the current character, that means this ch, and the B is the top of the stack. So when our condition gets true, when A is equal to a closing parenthesis and B is equals to a opening parenthesis, only then our condition gets true. Finally, we have to just return the stack size as our answer. So this is the code for this problem. Let us run this and check if it is running fine or not. It is running fine, so let us submit this. So this will complete our current streak to 198 days, and please like and subscribe to this video or subscribe to this YouTube channel, and if you do understand the concept, and do subscribe for upcoming videos as well, and keep supporting. Thank you so much guys.